Hello everyone, it's Ravine. It's a beautiful sunny day. I hope the sun is shining where you are. Today I'm pulling a card from the Starseed Oracle by Rebecca Campbell and Danielle Noel. It's a really beautiful deck. You can see that. This has been a very dense but also neutral week. I don't know how else I would describe it. So I'm feeling a lot of the collective energy this week, but also feeling not very attached to it and just really going through the motion of the selves and the things that are coming up without too much attachment though, so there's more room for observation, which has been nice, but definitely on the denser side. There's a lot of movement. Where I am, the leaves are changing color, and it's really beautiful. So it's been a phenomenal season end for summer. And I've been walking the property where we are, and I've found another magical place that I just love being at, and I hope to spend more time there. Just be with the magical beings there, create more magic. It feels like a very sacred space. So as always, setting the intention for a message for the collective, and one that reflects my experiences as well, that I can speak to you all. Okay, the first card that comes out is Wait. It is not time yet. Things are being woven. What a beautiful card. I hope you can see that. And then earlier, when I was shuffling the deck, I actually had two other cards pop out. I had Empathic Starseed, Energetic Sovereignty, Absorbing What Is Not Yours. And I have I'm Sorry, Defenselessness, Righting Past Wrongs, and Uprooting. And that artwork is just beautiful. And you can see the rooting down below is two faces. So gorgeous. Okay, well, I can definitely speak to this card here. Let's see if I can move these up. Wait. It's not time yet. I have to say, yeah, I'm in the middle of big creations right now. Part of what I'm doing right now is I'm planning on creating perhaps you could call it a school, a community space, a retreat center, a place where people can come and teach, can come and learn. At this moment, I've landed here on this beautiful land, and such big visions, such big dreams, and it's all feeling very supported by the universe. But for quite some time now, I've been feeling like the energy is just moving in extreme slow motion, and And I know that I'm not the only one feeling that. It just seems so, so dense and just, just lucid, but just not coming into form. And so the message that I've been getting around that is just to be as present as possible. And I know I spoke a little bit to that in my first video, the last video. But definitely I'm feeling this, it's not time yet, things are being woven. And I know for a lot of people, I will say, the lingo, the language, not everybody is familiar, starseed, those who are kind of awakening, realizing that we're feeling that there's more to this space, place, incarnation, whatever it be, whatever your background, whether religious or not, just really tuning into the magic of these times and of kind of what we came here to do. So it's just that realization, that waking up to something other than ourselves, other than the reality we've been born into, and just that there's some sort of magic going on. So I just feel like so many people right now are expressing this almost irritability of, I want to move forward with these dreams, or what am I supposed to do? Where am I supposed to go? I feel like I should be moving. I want to change jobs, and just nothing is really, it just doesn't feel like it's the time. It's not quite in alignment yet. And I feel like we kind of have one foot in an old paradigm and one foot in a new paradigm. And I'm not sure, I think I spoke about being the bridge, the observer, in the last video. And so, this really speaks to that. The things are being woven. I'm not sure if you can see that, but, and so it just, that's, we can turn it, it's just very feminine energy, and she's, she is in the ethers, in the astral, in the space, the magnificent, expansive space, timeless. I see a spiral here, and I see that she's, it's like she's dreaming. It also feels like there's some sort of a mirror reflection, right? She's floating. What is happening? Why can't I kind of create? Why can't I just jump into this creation? And it's almost like she's, whooshing, when you put your hand into the water and you're kind of creating a spiral, like she's creating this very feminine, creative energy. But yet, it's not quite time. And there's a certain amount of trust that is needed right now. That, what is coming into alignment for us, we can't pressure it. We can't push it. We can't, it's like times are kind of, slowing down, but yet speeding up. I can't really describe, everything feels like it's speeding up. Yet at the same time, it feels like it's slowing down because of the density that I'm feeling in my body anyway. This need, this desire for more presence, which is very grounding, but yet the time around me is speeding up, is creating this fast pace where like the minutes, the hours, the days, the months just seem to be just whizzing by so quickly, and yet it's almost like, I'm standing still amidst it. It was very, very interesting. So that everything that's coming into alignment with our purpose, with what we choose to be creating, our dreams, desires, I really feel like this is really on the, it's really at the ends of our fingertips. It's right about to be coming into, creation, into manifestation. However, There's a lot of inner work we're doing. There is a lot of pieces to the puzzles that need to kind of fall into place right now. So it's just really, wait is really being present. It's really standing in that space, breathing through every moment, feeling every emotion. You know, we actually spend a lot of time wishing our life away, waiting. What's next? You know, you're thinking about the future, you're thinking about the past, but we're not breathing into each moment. And, you know, we're often in grief, or we're feeling troubled. We're thinking of memories of the past, which is, you know, that's rooting us into those timelines. And we're missing out on this now moment. And when we're in the future, we're, you know, expanding through different timelines, different potentials, and it's so endless. We're becoming ungrounded again, and it causes us a lot of anxiety. So, you know, we're often just giving away this now moment, which is the gift that we have each and every now moment. Whatever is coming up for you, just to breathe through it, feel it, breathe through it. So that's what I'm definitely seeing here. And it's interesting, these two cards, they're quite mirror reflective in a sense, right? It just seems, yeah, like there's an overlay there. And so often, you know, when we're waiting for something, when we're trying to create something, and we kind of feel stuck, what are we doing? We're seeking, we're searching, we're looking for something, right? And so we're often in that search. We're not really being sovereign. We're not standing in our power. We are absorbing the things around us because we're looking for something, we're waiting for something. We're not honing in on this now moment. We're not honing in on our power. We're trying to pull in something outside of us. And this, you know, just feels like another reminder of, you know, absorbing what is not yours. That search for purpose. You know, that purpose is, you know, truly within us. It's not outside of us. And it comes down to what inspires you. What inspires you to lead an inspired life, not doing things out of obligation. I think I covered that last week. So what does that look like? What would it feel like to wake up every morning and ask yourself, what inspires me today? Is it writing? Is it reading? Is it going for a walk? Is it, I don't know, you know, connecting with a friend? Is it doing something that you wish that you could do for yourself, you know, that you haven't been able to do yet? So that's what I'm seeing here. And it's so easy for us to take on other people's things. We're all mirrors for each other. So being able to really stand in our sovereignty, in our power, and truly be able to take responsibility for ourselves, for our feelings, not blaming others, and not needing to save anyone either. Not waiting for anyone to save us. We are our own saviors. No one's coming to save us. we need to save ourselves in the end, and that's truly empowering. So, yeah, it's really interesting. The mirror is even, you know, it's distorted. You know, she's not really looking at herself in the mirror. She's searching for something. Beautiful artwork. And in this card, it's I'm sorry. Defenselessness, writing past wrongs, uprooting. this speaks, it speaks a lot. And what's interesting I'm seeing here is, I don't know if you can see that, but I'll try to hold it up. Here we have, right, my hand's in the light. We have that mirror reflection, the two mirrors. And here we also have the mirrors, the mirror reflection. So often, and coming back to this now moment, and where we're often in the future, we're often in the past, and we're not very present. And when we're not present, we're usually operating from a subconscious patterning, an autopilot, as we can call it, and what happens is we're running old patterns. We're reactive, things that might have triggered us in our childhood. There's so much depth. There's so many roots down below. I want to give an example. It's like, I could be triggered, and I could say that it's that trigger. It's something that somebody did, and when I really look at it, I can actually follow those roots all the way back to, a childhood something or a fear that's coming up. And it really, honestly, it has absolutely nothing to do with that person. It's just that person reflected something back to me. And so, if we're not able to truly recognize and self-reflect those things back to us, back to ourselves, to really pick apart what are those old patterns, what are those old wounds. It's very difficult to see them and to see how and where we're operating from. So writing past wrongs is, to me, has a lot to do with holding grudges as well. Not only with others, but within ourselves. We hold on to things. And something, that's really helped me is asking the question, is that happening right now? Whatever it is, whatever is coming up within me, is it happening right now? And the answer is no, right? I'm here in this space. I'm not here. I'm not in that timeline where that thing happened to me. And once I can, confirm you are safe, you are well. So what is it that's coming up? And allow that to come up. Allow it to uproot itself. To come up from, this tangled mess. It's like the monkey mind, right? It's just this tangled, tangled mess of thoughts and roots deep within us. And, above that, there's this like beautiful presence, and it's, being mirrored out through other people in different circumstances or situations. Yeah. So, the question being, do we need to right past wrongs? How do we bring neutralization to things we feel that people have, done to us or that we've done to others? Like, how do we find that forgiveness? How do we find that neutrality? I've actually found that meditating on equanimity is very helpful. But past that, it's truly, for myself, it took a long time to actually forgive, certain people in my life where I felt like I was wronged. It's taken a long time to forgive myself. But it's truly going down to the core of innocence, of, do they know, and that universe that they're operating from, how aware are they? How aware are they of how they are operating and projecting onto others? Are they operating from hurt? Are they projecting from this hurt place? And often, the abusers, the narcissists, the people that are angry, that don't have patience, that are, the ones that calling people out, and they're operating from a hurt place. And then if you really go deeper, how did they receive that hurt? What happened to them? Where are they operating from that they're in so much pain? And that really truly helps bring that peace, that understanding to just a deeper level, right? It's not easy. Forgiveness is not easy. Actually, it feels like it's one of the most difficult things, because I know for myself, like I said, it's taken years for myself to forgive some people in my life. But untangling those deeply rooted traumas, moving them up through the body, and just sitting with them, being truly present with them, looking at them, moving through them. Don't be scared. Don't be scared to look at them. Don't be scared to feel them. It's just so easy to try to deflect, to walk away, to, to distract ourselves from those things. And I feel like this is truly a time where we need to go deeper. We need to allow this pain to come up. And the truth is that it's also time for us to stop projecting onto others. And how do we do that? That is the reflection. It's like those who have hurt us projected onto us, and therefore we are hurt and we project onto others. And so the cycle continues. So how can we stop that cycle? How can we be more present within ourselves so that we can stop projecting that pain onto others? And the way to do that is really being able to feel deeply our own pain, to allow. I've struggled with the word surrender lately, because it feels to me a little bit sometimes constrictive or oppressive, like we have to bow down, but allowing actually for me feels expansive. So that's a word I've been playing with a lot lately, is allow yourself to be hurt. Allow yourself to feel pain. Allow yourself to feel whatever is coming up for you in any given moment. But we don't need to lash out at others. We don't need to necessarily be sorry if we're allowing ourselves to feel without causing pain on others. And when we're not causing pain onto others, and we're able to be more present with our subconscious actions, traumas, wounding, those projections, it's a lot easier to see that reflection in others and to forgive others. Another useful tool is the Ho'oponopono. And if you don't know what that is, you can look that up as well. And it's a mantra. So, yeah, that's very, very much in alignment with what's definitely happening inside of me as well. And there's lately there's this desire not to have to address things with people, which is really interesting, because at one point in time I found my voice. And so in my process of being more authentic, it was, well, I'm going to have these hard conversations with people. I'm going to, I'm not going to harbor or hold on to these things. I'm going to discuss it humbly, not blaming, but just be able to speak and pull those people closer to me, a deeper connection. But I'm also feeling like lately, I don't necessarily need to call everything out, to speak to everything that I'm feeling. So it's like I opened right up, and now it's not that I'm closing, but I'm able to find this neutral point where I'm not flooding with these emotions or needing to speak to everything. And so therefore I'm kind of more able to see and neutralize what's coming up for me. And then if I need to address it after that point in time, then I can address it at that point in time. So it's not necessarily, it's me being more sovereign and not necessarily also becoming, again, it was becoming almost like I was a slave to my own mind again. So that monkey mind. So anyways, I hope that is helpful for everyone. I truly feel like we truly are on the cusp of just amazing times, even though these feel like very hard times. They feel very uncertain. They feel very strange. And I know for myself, I'm being called to do the work. It's like I cannot function anymore the way I used to function. I cannot suppress things. I can't harbor frustration, anger. I can't continue the way I did from the way I used to operate. It's just becoming harder and harder to do so. And so how I've been working through that again is just being more present, allowing these emotions to come up and move through me, to breathe through them, to not be my own oppressor, to not distract, deflect, to, be able to honor myself, give myself the respect that I deserve, that I need, honor that inner child, honor the angry tantrum, teenager, whatever it is, whatever that wants to come up, honor that, but also not needing to project onto others and not needing and seeking approval, not needing and seeking, any sort of, just anything that outside of yourself to tell you what direction you should be going. Really to go back inside yourself and ask yourself, does this ring true for me? Do I need to push forward or plow forward? Or do I just need to wait? Do I just need to be? Do I just need to breathe? Is this happening in my reality at this moment? No. What do I do? Just breathe. Bring yourself back into the present moment. Breathe through it. Find the love for yourself. Find compassion for yourself in that moment. Don't deflect. Don't distract. Don't look for approval in anything outside of you. And it's not easy work. This is hard, but yet it's so incredibly rewarding. And every day I'm finding more and more things to be grateful for. I'm finding gratitude and magic in all aspects of my life. I truly feel supported by the universe, by source, by God, by whatever it is that resonates with you. I feel that support because I'm also looking at things differently than I had before, where I'm not reacting to the world and letting the world push me in certain directions. I'm walking the inspired path, and therefore I feel like the universe is now responding to me. So I will leave you with that. I hope that you have a beautiful week, and we'll see you next week. Blessings.